Hey guys, what's up? It's Nick, and thought I'd do a little search and destroy commentary here, and tell you a little bit of my strategies for search and whatnot. So what you're gonna want to do in search is either run a defense class or a rush class. And what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna either want to run on your rush class. Okay, I'm gonna go. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over the rush class and the defense class. Okay, on your rush class, this is not my usual rush class, but I don't usually use claymores. I don't know why I had it on this gameplay, but it's a really good gameplay, so I thought I'd use it. Okay, on your rush class, you're gonna want to silence submachine gun. I prefer the P90 or PP90 for search, but I favor the UMP because just going back to my roots of Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I just like the UMP more. The MP7 is pretty good, but it's not that great for search. So my suggested submachine guns to you would be the P90, the PP90, the UMP, and the MP7. Probably in that order. All silenced. They need to be silenced. I would use the secondary should be machine pistols akimbo or pistols akimbo. You need to have either of those. Probably pistols akimbo. If you're not running, you shouldn't be running sleight of hand pro, so you need to be running pistols akimbo probably, unless you feel like you know exactly when you need to pull out your pistol, machine pistols akimbo, because they pull out a little bit slower. Then you're gonna want to use semtex or frag, depending on the map. If there's a lot of buildings you can throw frags over, you're gonna want to use frags. If there's semtexes, if there's not, and there's a lot of buildings that you need to have the grenade land exactly where you need it to stick to the ground, you're going to want to use semtexes. The equipment you're going to want to use is flashes. Because you're not going to be needing to chase down people because of your first perk. You're going to be using extreme conditioning, so you're going to want to use flashes to blind people. The next perk you're going to want to use is you're going to want to use assassin. In this gameplay, I believe I'm using I'm using hard. I don't know what perk I'm using in this. I think I'm using assassin actually. You're gonna want to use assassin on your rushing class. This isn't a bitch perk to use for search, because of the fact that there's not that many UAVs, and so the only reason you're gonna want to use this for search is because of the fact that your name won't show up. You're gonna want to get assassin pro. Getting assassin pro, you're gonna need to get, I think, 50 kills with enemy UAVs up. The easiest way to do this is put on assassin and go play ground war. It's a bitch move, but you're gonna want to do this for search. You're doing this for search, not to be queer. This is a fail right here. This is my fail death, my only death in the game. Yeah, I kind of ruined it, but that's my only death in the game, and that was pretty much a fail. You're gonna want to use assassin pro so your name doesn't show up. So say you're running across the map, somebody doesn't see you. If you're blending against a wall or something like that. Your third perk is obviously you're going to want to use dead silence. If it's a small map like Dome and you're running full team and it's good, you could use another perk like marksman or steady aim, but I wouldn't suggest it. You could use sit rep, but I wouldn't suggest any of those perks. I would just use dead silence so you could hear their footsteps when you're running. And then for your kill streaks, you're going to either want to run supports, UAV and counter UAV, or assault UAV, pred, attack helicopter. Those are the best to run. Because you're really not going to get higher than a 7 kill streak in search. I mean, you can, but you're not going to have time to use it. After that, to go to my defense class, I'm going to suggest you use an assault rifle, preferably the ACR Scar. It's about ACR Scar M4 Type 95. That's about it. You could, on your rushing class, you could sub in the AK and G36C. Those are two very viable guns that you can sub in. But the guns for defense again are ACR, Scar, Type 95, and M4. Those are all really good defense guns. And you're gonna want to have a silencer on them. You're gonna want to have silencer, and if you can, you might want to run 2 attachments and run red dot or extended mags. Because it makes them better for defense. Or you can run kick. I would suggest running kick or attachments. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have Claymore, Betty, or Semtex. You're not going to want to have frag because you're not going to need to. You could run frag if you're going to be running back and forth from 2 bombs. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run stuns, because with this class you're gonna need to chase down rushers. So you're gonna want to run stuns to slow people down. Then for your first perk, you're gonna want to run sleight of hand. Or you could run extreme conditioning, but I would suggest sleight of hand. After that, I would suggest you run quickdraw or assassin. I would suggest quickdraw for the fact that aiming down sights, you can snap on the target faster. You can beat people in gunfights, and you can just all around beat them. For your third perk, I would suggest dead silence. It's just a good perk. Marksman if you're going to be camping in one spot. And that about wraps up my strategies.